Hello everyone, welcome back to another math lesson. I'm going to move myself over here. Okay, so today we're actually going to be thrown for a loop a little bit. We're moving back to chapter 8. So we were in the middle of chapter 10. We did time to the minute and then elapsed time. And then I realized we're already in May. So I wanted to make sure that we touched on fractions because we skipped that chapter a couple weeks ago. I want to make sure we touch on fractions because you guys are almost in 4th grade. Can you believe it? I can't believe that. Craziness. So I wanted to make sure you guys had a good understanding of what fractions are and how they work and how we find fractions before moving to 4th grade, okay? So as always, if you need help with anything, especially because this is a new concept for us, please email me. We can do a Zoom call. We can do Flipgrid questions. You can always email me. We can go back and forth with things like that. So please let me know, and I'm here for you, okay? Just because we're not in school doesn't mean I can't help you. Always remember that. So I'm more than happy to help you with anything you need. If you just want me to look over something, you just have a question about something, definitely please reach out to me because I am here to help you. You're not in this by yourself, and I don't want you to feel like you're alone in figuring this out because I know it's hard to learn over the computer sometimes. And guess what? It's kind of hard to teach over the computer too. So we're all trying our best. And I'm here to help you in any way that I can, okay? So whether these videos work or if you just need one-on-one help over Zoom, always reach out, okay? I'm here to help you guys, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or nervous about all this new stuff. So we're going to work it out. It'll be okay. And yeah, so please let me know if you need me. I want you guys to take out a piece of loose leaf or your notebook or anything to write on. I want you guys to take notes along with me. So these are all my notes for the chapter 8.1. And I want you guys to follow along and add your notes with me so that you have them, okay? And remember, you can pause this video if you need to get up and leave or if you need to kind of catch up with the notes. So work at your own pace. If I'm going too fast, remember you can pause, you can reverse, all that stuff. So make sure you have your paper and your pencil and all your stuff ready to go for our notes. Okay, and we will start with fractions. And look at our fancy slide. I'm really proud of how it looks. I think this professor's real cool. Okay, so we are kind of bringing it back to the basis of what fractions are, which you guys are probably already going to be pros at because you guys are familiar with these terms already. So equal parts of a whole. So if I think about the word equal parts, I automatically think back to a multiplication when we did equal groups. Each group was equal. The amount of circles or shapes or whatever in each group was the same, was equal. So if I think about equal parts of a whole, I need to think about a whole shape, and each part of that shape has to be the same. So if I cut the shape in half, one side has to be the same size as the other side. So the shape is equal. Which one shows equal parts of the circle? So these are two different circles. We have one here and one here. This one is cut straight down the middle. And this one is kind of cut like this. Which one shows equal parts of the circle? If I was sharing this pizza with a friend, which one of these lines would allow us to have the same amount of pizza? This one, right? Because this is my half, this is my friend's half, and they're the same size and they're the same shape. If I shared this pizza with a friend, one of us wouldn't be very happy because we're not getting as much as the other person. So this one shows equal parts of a circle. All right, how can you share a sandwich equally with one friend? So you have your friend and you have yourself. So there's two people that this sandwich is being shared with. So I need to think about how I'm going to divide this sandwich so that my friend and I have the same amount of of sandwich. So one way I'm going to do it is just like this. This is my half of the pizza, or the sandwich. I keep saying pizza. Sandwich, this is my friend's half of the sandwich. They are the same size, and they're the same shape. That is split down the middle equally. We get the same amount of sandwich. Good. Another way I can do this is by cutting it like this. My friend gets this part and I get this part. They are equal. They're the same as each other. I can also do it by cutting it diagonally. So this is my friend's part and that's my part, and they're the same size and they're the same shape. So they are equal parts of the whole. And remember, this whole rectangle is the whole shape. And each side are the equal parts. Let's try to divide this between 3 friends. So I have myself, I have 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends. That's 4 people I'm sharing the sandwich with. So I can do this in several different ways. I'm going to show you one way, and I want you to think about another way that you can split this sandwich up. Okay, so I'm thinking I can cut it right down the middle. And then I'm also thinking I could do another line like this. So I get this part, friend 1, friend 2, friend 3. I just split that sandwich and shared it with 4 people. We each get equal parts. We each get the same amount of sandwich. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 equal parts to that sandwich. In this one, how many equal parts are there? 1 equal part, 2 equal part. No matter what way we split it, if we do it down the middle, if we do it this way, there are 2 equal parts. That part doesn't change. If I did it another way here, maybe I did it diagonally, or I did it up and down into 4 parts, there are still 4 equal parts because I'm sharing with 4 people. How do you know that 2 parts are equal? If 2 parts are equal, they are the same size and the same shape. So if I look here, each part is the same size and they are each the same shape. It's each a rectangle. Okay, so if I look at this example, shapes with equal parts, I have a circle cut down the middle. These are the same size and same shape on each side. I look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles like that. They are the same size and the same shape. I look at my circle cut up. Each are the same size and shape. My triangle. Each triangle is the same size and same shape. And each square here is the same size and the same shape. So I know that my parts are all equal. So if I think about, if this is a Hershey's bar, this yellow one, and I'm splitting with 4 friends, each part is the same size and same shape. So I know that that shows equal parts. Okay, make sure you write down these definitions. A whole is a shape divided into equal parts. A whole is all of the parts of one shape or group. So I'm going to stop you for a second. And looking back here, can you find the whole here? Which one shows the whole shape? Right, this whole thing is the whole shape. This square here is the whole shape. This triangle and these circles, that shows the whole entire shape. The equal parts are what you see here. This is an equal part, that's an equal part, that, and that. Each of the ones inside the whole shape are the equal parts. Equal parts are exactly the same size, and we know they're also exactly the same shape. It's like a mirror. They're going to be the same on both sides. Okay, so if I'm looking here, these shapes right here show me the whole part. This shows me the entire shape, the whole shape. If I'm sharing this with 2 friends, these are our 2 equal parts. And this shows you an example of not equal parts or unequal parts. Okay, same with this one. This is our whole shape, our whole part. These are our 2 equal parts, and this is not equal. And we can see that. Okay, so these are examples of different ways that we can show equal parts. And these names are very important. So make sure you are drawing these pictures and you are writing down, sorry, I'm kind of dark over here, drawing and writing the following, okay? 2 halves. So if I look at my whole shape, this is cut into halves. Here's 1 half, here's another half. These are 2 halves. Okay, I'm looking here. I have 3 thirds. These are cut into thirds. I have 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3. If I'm looking at my fourths, I have 1/4 here, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. They're cut into fourths. They're cut into 4 pieces. All right, what do you think? Let me block this name. You can still see it though. What do you think this one's called? If that's halves, thirds, fourths, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes within the whole. There's 6 sixths. Good. I have 6, 1 6, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6, and 6 6 within that whole shape. And I look here, I have 8/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/8. And that means that whole shape was cut into 8/8. And it's kind of a little trick is that you got 3/3. That word's right in there. 4/4. The word 4 is right in there, okay? Make sure you've written those. Remember, you can pause it if you need to. Okay, so the answers are covered with the orange box. Let's see if we can get these correct. Write the number of equal parts, then write the name for the parts. So maybe draw the shapes and then try to figure out what's the number of equal parts and then the name. And remember, you can always go back to this slide if you need to. So I look at my circle here. How many equal parts do I have? Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Let's see if that's correct. Perfect. 4 equal parts. I have 4 equal parts in this whole shape. Then write the name for the parts. Okay, if I need to go back, I can. 4 equal parts gives me fourths. So I have fourths, and I am correct. Thumbs up if you got that right. Okay, now I'm going to look here. This is my arrow. It's divided into half, which I know that's halves. So I'm going to look here and say, okay, how many equal parts are there? I know there's 2 parts. Okay, and then what are those parts called? Halves. And see, we can use our prior knowledge. We already know what halves means because we have split things in half before. We've talked about halves before. So we know that half is directly in 2 parts. Okay, let's try this one. We got a circle. There's a little bit more here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm kind of forgetting. Let me go back and see. 8/8. Okay, I remember eighths. That is the name of the parts. But how many equal parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 equal parts, I was correct, and they're divided into eighths. And that should have an H here. There we go. And remember, if you need to go back, just like I did, that's okay. You can go back and reference these to see. But they should make sense because if I know there's 8 parts, then I know it's going to be called eighths because the word's right there, right? So that makes sense to us. Okay, and last slide before you try it on your own. Equal or unequal parts. Okay, remember, equal means the same, unequal means not the same. So I look here. Is this equal or not equal? Not equal, right? Because if I split this with a friend, they got that little sliver, I got all this. That's not equal. That's not fair. What about this circle? Are these equal or unequal parts? Equal, good. And then the last one, are these equal or unequal parts? Unequal because they're not the same size and they're not the same shape. Good job, guys. Remember, you can go back at any time to reference this video. Your notes should help you too. And your homework for this week or this lesson is some of the book pages, okay? So make sure you do those and let me know if you have any questions at all. Great job, guys, and I look forward to hearing from you.